Guys, schools are being sued left and right. In recent years, there has been an uptick in schools being sued because they are failing to adequately educate children with disabilities and special needs. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the video. Guys, in my state of Alabama and in September 2023, six federal lawsuits were filed against the Alabama Department of Human Resources Commissioner and the state's education superintendent. Now, these lawsuits allege that these agencies committed violations against the Americans with Disabilities Act. In the description box, I'm going to put a link to one of the many articles that discuss this Alabama lawsuit. But guys, during my research, there were so many states that were being sued concerning kids with special needs and disabilities not being adequately educated. And I'm willing to bet if you do a research in your state, you're going to find that your state has been sued, your state's education department in some kind of way has been sued for not properly educating children with disabilities and special needs. Guys, I want to remind you that federal laws mandate that states must, they must have protection and advocacy systems in place. They must have them. This is a federal law. This means that if you have need help with your child's education system, you literally give them a call and they will help you. In many instances, the help is free. And I say in many instances because every state is different. I have called them, and the issue that I called them with, it was my case was going to be free. I was told that because my son receives SSI, they were going to get paid from the federal government. So I want to stress again, one phone call and could I got help with my child's issue, guys. One phone call. So, guys, if you remember, I did a complete video about the National Disabilities Network, and I will link that video in the description box. Please go back and watch that video. It is extremely in depth. It goes through all the laws that mandate how the states and U.S. territories, how they must have these protection and advocacy systems in place to protect people with disabilities. They must have them, and they are available to you. All right, guys. So I wanted to show you this website again, the National Disabilities Rights Network. Now, I'm not going to go into this again because, as I said, I did an entire video about it. It's very in depth, but I just wanted to just briefly touch on it. This is the National Disabilities Rights Network, Protection and Advocacy for People with Disabilities. The National Disability Rights Network works in Washington, D.C. on behalf of the Protection and Advocacy Systems, PNAs, and Client Assistance Programs, CAPs, the nation's largest providers of legal advocacy services for people with disabilities. And guys, you can just scroll down and to find help in your territory or state. Now, I'm going to go to Alabama and I want to show you the people behind this. So, find your P&A, select your state or territory right here. Here's Alabama, and this is the Alabama Disabilities Advocacy Program. I'm going to go to their website. And here it is. We can help with disability rights issues, specifically like community access, special education, guys, Medicaid, voting rights, assistive technology, Medicaid waivers, alternatives to guardianship, and investigating complaints that disabled people are being abused or neglected. So they help with a number of things, but right now we're just talking about education. And this is what I really wanted you to see. I wanted you to see the staff members behind this particular network. And here it is, okay? So here's Mr. Tucker. Mr. Tucker is telling you some information, but I want you to see that he is an attorney. Come on, okay, there it is. Um, he got his something in finance from the University of Alabama in 1992 and his law degree from Emory University in 1986. Mr. Tucker is an attorney. Nancy E. Anderson, let me see where I can find her degree. Yep, there it is. She graduated from Wesley College and received her law degree from Rutgers University in 1999. Here's Miss Angie Allen. She's a senior case advocate. She has a lot of experience. Here's Mr. Canada. He is a senior trial counsel. He is an attorney. Miss Chambers, she's a legal assistant. Miss Ashley Creamer, and she's an advocate. Victoria Delano, she's a case advocate senior. Miss Christy Johnson, she is the supervisor. I don't think she has a law degree, but she has lots of experience. Okay, here we go. Barbara Lawrence, senior staff attorney. Andrew Mixon, senior staff attorney. And that's Miss Chandra, I can't pronounce her last name, senior staff attorney. Miss Moore, legal assistant. Miss Nara, she's a senior case advocate. Miss Ray, she's a senior case advocate. Let's see. And Miss Rester, she's an advocate. Miss Ruffo, she is an IT person. Okay. Miss Ryan, attorney. Miss Shaw, attorney. Miss Sumner's legal director, attorney. Mr. Bill Vanderpool, attorney. Miss Watkins, I don't think she is an attorney. She's an accounting specialist. Mr. Williams, attorney. So, how many attorneys was that, guys? Did we count? I've lost count, but you see for yourself that these are attorneys, these are advocates, okay? But these are attorneys and advocates, but attorneys. I want you to see that. I want you to get it. They are attorneys. So you can literally go to them for help and they will help you with one phone call. That's all you have to do is make a phone call. So you saw that they help with a number of things, but more specifically, we're talking about education and they will help you. So, guys, I'm sure you have it now. I know I've been repeating myself, but I really want people to understand because school systems are not going to tell you that you can get help um, outside of what they really want to teach your child. Because guess what? It may cost them a little bit more money depending on what your needs are. They're not going to tell you. So I'm telling you, that's my job. When my son was in school, I attended all his IEP meetings, and they had these little goals, and Bryant met those. Bryant just blew those out of the water. Like he had a phenomenal elementary school teacher. She was phenomenal. When he went to junior high, his education plummeted. It went right down the toilet. The teacher was not engaged. Now, I do have an idea of why she wasn't. I won't go into that in this video, but just in short, the school systems, how they have treated teachers is horrible. But anyway, that still doesn't negate the fact that my child deserved a better education than what he got. So, like I said, when I went to the IEP meetings, Bryant met those little goals. Had I known, Bryant should have his entire education in middle school and high school should have been about functional living, how to iron, how to vacuum, count money, sweep the floor, work a job. He should have been doing that for 8 years. So, but he didn't. Um, but now I know, and I want you to know, you don't have to just accept what's on that IEP like I did. You can literally say, I want my child to learn ABCDEFNG. When he went to high school, the teacher that was the most experienced, she had been there. I met her briefly, and it was briefly because she left. She got out of education. A second teacher came. She left. The third teacher came. She was good, but she didn't have as much experience. Um, Again, I worked with her, but again, Brian was just stiff. He learned every board skill, everything that they were teaching him in junior high and high school. He had learned so much above that in elementary school. In elementary school, he was working on a computer. In elementary school, he was doing book reports, audible book reports. I would type them up. Brian would read them. They would research the state. It was just so much better. But anyway, guys, I just want to stress to you that these states are being sued because they are not providing an adequate education. And it shouldn't have to come to that. So, if you are having any problems in this area, please, please, please call your state's Protection and National Disabilities Networks, the Protection and Advocacy System. And guys, they will help you, okay? It's mandatory, mandated by state law that these systems are in place. All right, so that's all for today. I hope this has been helpful. Guys, please, please, if you know a parent with a special needs child, please share this video. I know it would help them. If I had known this when my son was in school, it would have helped me. All right, so that's it for today. Much love, much peace. Take care of yourself. Protect your mental health and your peace at all times. Take care. Toodles.